The Battle of Mississippi, the Egg Bowl, a game that has a tendency to rip families apart during a time of year when most families come together to express Thanksgiving. But some aren't thankful for the sound of cowbells or screams of hotty toddy, which will make their presence known in this one. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on another SEC rival, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bulldogs offense will start this game off with the football. The Rebels took home the golden egg in a close one the last time they met.
They don't care if it was close or a blowout. They got the W, and they've been able to talk about it all off-season long, and you can just feel the energy and electricity this year.
Boy, and you know it matters. You're talking about all these kids in-state, talking to them. Where do you want to go? Which side do you want to be on? Ole Miss winning last year matters when it comes to recruiting.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And this offense comes up first down, tries to run the football. No answer. Second down, they go for the pass. They give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with 2 great plays.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Hauls it in. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will have its first possession of the game. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Palmer.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You have got to try and cover these linebackers up and get a hat on them. If you don't, they're going to run free, and they're going to destroy your game plan.
Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Mississippi State. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. So many rich layers in this one. Dak coming off the bench, fumbles in the end zone to lose it, legs being hiked, coaches being fired. This has it all, guys.
And such proud people in the state of Mississippi that love their football. And it feels like, Palmer, these games always come down to something at the end of the game that's so fun and controversial.
What I love about this rivalry, too, is that historically there hasn't been a lot of conference championship.
Oh, he's got Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one is 2nd and 14. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. Splits the uprights. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Following Ole Miss' 1926 victory in Starkville, a melee between the fans ensued. Imagine that in this rivalry. So the two sides got together and said, what we need is a trophy to calm the passions of each side, and they settled on the golden egg. Thus, the Egg Bowl was born.
Yeah, what calms everybody down more than a golden egg?
Ernie on the Jets! A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Johnson wants to throw it. He's got an open man. He'll work his way down to the 28.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him think I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, 1st down.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of bounce, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball over.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. He's looking to throw. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Gets it to him on the screen. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Croman Hope. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Man, you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Caught near the sticks. It's Evans. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Quarterbacks love receivers that can do damage once they have the football in his hands. No doubt there. Easy slant, completion, and then let your receiver go make hay once he has the ball.
He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looking to throw on third. Fires to the big fella. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Now on the option. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Wants to throw. It's Croman Hope. It's complete to the left. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Evans. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Now on first and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Second and goal for this offense. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Rebels will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Special teams. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll run it from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. It'll be 3rd and long. Johnson looking to throw. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. Finds his man. It's Ray. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. How about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as...
And he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Bulldogs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Off play action. Throws for the tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
This defense is going to use this guy in a lot of different ways. You'll see him rush the passer. Obviously, he'll have his name called when the offense tries to run the football, but I love his coverage of him.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He's loose on the right. Tag. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Fielded in the end zone, it's Watkins. Makes a move. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Johnson wants to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Watkins. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. They'll go to the air on second and short. Grab near the marker. It's Ray. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. And you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break. And they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Quickly out to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
Looking to pass. It's Coleman Hope. Quick completion on the out. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, so much to break down from a spirited start to this Egg Bowl between Ole Miss and Mississippi State.
Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
They'll try it over the left side. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Sends it back in motion. Caught in the backfield. It's Allen. There he goes. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The run from the shotgun. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And this is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Bring in the heat. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. He's still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off?
And the offensive player had to commit pass interference on that play. You saw the defender jump the throw. The defender was in position to make an interception, so the offensive player had to do something to break it up.
And now they'll have to dial something up on third down after the incompletion. Dropping back, it's Coleman Hope. Caught. Gets away from one. He's got space. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Wants to go up top on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
At the 45 on his way. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. The Bulldogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Caught over the middle. It's Reese. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
He'll ride his man on the option. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Leaves it with the back. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mississippi State. They've got a fever, and what they want is more cowbell, and they are getting it as the Bulldogs stretch the lead.
Hail State, explosive plays all over the field, David. They are running away with this thing.
And I guarantee you all the Ole Miss fans are saying, get those cowbells out of my face, because they are excited and they've got something to cheer about.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Makes the grab. It's Ray. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Catch in the middle. It's Gums. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Give to the running back. Fighting off the defender.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Rebels with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Rides the back and leaves it. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a third and long. Johnson looking to throw. Going for it all. Touchdown, Ole Miss! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They'll run it from the gun. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Winston. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Pulls it in, it's Evans. Turns it on in midfield. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Looking downfield on first down. The sure hands, it's Evans. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Well, they're running the curl route against zone coverage, so the quarterback knows he's going to have to put that one on his receiver. You saw the velocity and the arm talent this guy has. That was a missile.
Past the 30. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and defense is on its heels. They'll put it in play from the top. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Back to pass on second down. Snagged out of the air. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it. Keep getting those stats.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. It's Croman Hope. He's got it.
Third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Firing to the right, complete. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. Fourth down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? He's looking to pass. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the fourth down stop.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
The Rebels want to pick up the tempo. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Right down the middle. Finds a tight end. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening. First and 10 from the 27. Tight end now in motion. Lost to throw on first down off the play fake. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Got him downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. Johnson wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? DB's locked up. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And it's incomplete on third down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Makes the catch. Converts on fourth down. Is still on his feet. Touchdown, Rebels. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Nice job by the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David.
Turning it on! Got the first down and more. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now on first down from the 28. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
On the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Hunt is in the air. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Creates a little room. Looking for room at the 40. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Ball is at the 41 as his defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He wants a big play here late. Makes the grab. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.